Thank you for tuning into another episode of Shoot the Ish. And today, we got to come with a topic, and we got a couple of guests with us today. But let's start with, what's your name?
Hello. I am your girl, Panay Black.
Panay Black. And
Yes, my name is Jared.
damn, Jared, you said, hi, my name is Jared.
I'm on the hotline. I'm an Aquarius.
And look, guys, we got Buddy Bitch back for the
You
third
already
time.
know. 3 in a row, baby.
So, guys, today we're going to talk about is masculinity under attack. Now, the reason I thought about this episode was just on the basis that if you've been under a rock, you probably would recognize that no matter what you look at on YouTube, you're watching so many podcasts talking about, high value men. It seems like it's like we attacking the ladies and stuff like that. But I want to understand, and let's talk about why we feel like that's actually happening. Why do we feel that we are under attack? And, some of our opinions about it. So, we got the lady in the house. So would you say that you recognize that's going on, or you seeing so many, what's the falsehoods and things that you believe like right now is going on based on, attack of the masculinity?
Absolutely. I think one that is like, it's out there, but it's not out there. Let's go into the household, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just start here. Something as simple as telling a little black boy that they cannot cry. That is doing the opposite to, like, that they can't show feelings, or that whining is soft.
Would you say? Wait. I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of that.
Because now, do we want I have a son.
Okay.
So whining drives me crazy. I first have to recognize that I was the kid that made everybody stop whining, Joe. Right? So can he whine and go, Mommy, I want a candy? No. But there is a difference, because you're allowed to whine if you're hurt. You can't help it when you're hurt. You can't help but to, if you hurt yourself naturally, oh, Mommy, and you need consolement, that's not a time where your family should be telling you to man up because you're a man.
Now, coming from a woman's point of view, Jerry, I got to ask you, what do you feel about her statement?
I feel like it's a valid statement. I was raised in a household basically with women. My mother, she was a very strong, independent woman, and my sister, of course, and they just pretty much instilled in me, you have to be a strong black man. You're the man in the house, even at a young age. You got to stand up. My mother, she was very militant, so she pretty much raised me to be a strong, militant man. And now, I think that honestly and truthfully, I agree with what Panay is saying, but what I'm thinking is nowadays the younger adults that's growing up and the younger men that's being raised up now, they just, in my opinion, they soft. Because we had to, our age group had to deal with a lot, and I feel like they are it's like a Band-Aid nowadays to pretty much to say, because it's just I feel like how I am now. My daughter's 14, so I'm showing her pretty much everything, all the ins and outs of being a strong, independent black woman and everything like that. But if I had a son, then I'll do my best to raise him to be strong. And a lot of these men nowadays, these young men, are not strong. They're very easy manipulated by women, and they pretty much just feeling emasculated by women for some reason. And their self-confidence is just down. And if a woman says something negative to them, they just feel like, oh, it's the end of my world. It's the end of the world, man. Put your shoulders back and deal with it.
As Cam said, pull your skirt down, B.
Absolutely.
Now, Mitch, being that you're the guy up here with no children,
Okay.
and when we say, the attack on the masculinity, what is it that you feel being as a guy out here? You're single, you're dating, and based on everything that you're seeing now, what's your opinion on the whole thing?
I mean, that'll be probably the second part of what I'm going to say, but I'm going to go back to what you were saying as far as, a boy should not cry or whine or whatever the case may be, show emotion and everything of that nature. At the end of the day, I'm African. It's different. You know what I mean? So now, when you grew up never seen your father cry. You're not supposed to. You know what I mean? You grew up never even seeing your parents intimate. Doesn't happen in the public world. You know, like it wasn't common for me and my brothers growing up, for example, to know, oh, you're supposed to hold her hand, you're supposed to open the door. It's all, so I'm coming from a perspective of a whole different background, a whole different, you know.
You coming from the background that say please before they ask a question.
Always. We coming from the submissive. We coming from a world that's very different from the Western, you know. But me being born and raised in the Western, I'm part of both cultures, you know. But there's a lot of things I messed up growing up. But when it comes to a man being a man, nah, we can't cry. I mean, our brothers, it's all. But I wasn't raised with no sisters. I was raised with aunts and cousins, you know, a lot of females in that nature. But a man's gonna be a man. But you don't cry.
My thing is like you shouldn't, as a man, and if say for example, let's get on the money on the money part, aspect. Financially, a lot of men feel like they're inferior to their woman because their woman makes more money than them, or just in a situation like that. Like, I'll be happy if my woman made more money than me. You know,
likewise, likewise, ladies.
I would.
Likewise,
or equal. I don't mind. I don't mind about it. I don't mind.
Now, here's the thing. Like, I like where you're going with this because, again, what we're saying is that is there attack on masculinity, right? And you said that you would not feel any type of way. I mean, most of us, if we had a woman, I think most of us could be able to understand. I think where the problem is this. We still, or the way that society sees it is, oh, you still want to be the man of the house, but she make more than you. And I think that's where a lot of the problems come in. Like, yeah, I want a woman that I would love a woman.
Matter. And it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter.
Everybody got a role.
I have a lot of friends, and this is not to try to disrespect or degrade anyone. I got a lot of friends that women make more money than them.
Yeah.
How would you say that relationship is, though?
I wouldn't deal. Okay, listen.
See,
listen.
That's where we going.
Yeah.
It's just certain it's just certain situations that happens in the household that I wouldn't want to deal with.
Correct.
Like she'll tell him, "Oh, you don't make more than me, so you can't really say nothing." Or I pay all the bills in the house,
and she's wrong for
that.
I
pay all the bills in the house. My thing is always respect the woman, but do not cave to every demand. You can't cave to every demand that they want.
But no, you're still a man. You shouldn't emasculate yourself because just because she's the breadwinner does not make you right. And that's what I was gonna say. It's respect first. Once you lead with respect, and then because I've never understood how a man can be upset because of but I do understand because in that dynamic, that is wrong.
Yeah.
And the man, and unfortunately, we have men that whether they're complacent. Whether they're fearful, they don't go out. They don't know their own value because they don't realize that you don't get to talk to me like that, no matter what. Because it's the same. If the roles were reversed, she'd be demanding her respect too.
Agreed.
So I have to say this. I made my comment because I had to go there, right? Because this is where I'm going with it. It starts there in the home because now these little boys that are told that they can't whine in certain situations or they can't cry or just show emotions. Let's just say show emotions for several different reasons because every different family has their own opinions on several different matters, right? But that child then grows up to, let's say the man child, let's just say, right? Okay. They get into an argument with their female counterpart, right? You got men out here that are cheating out of this world on their partner. Now, all women, I don't have the balls. If I'm a cheat, I'm gonna leave you. I ain't got that to do, right? So, some women are ballsy enough to say, "Nigga, I'm gonna get my lick back," right? And then when they get their lick back, now we're looking at it in today's society. The gentleman, well, they ain't a gentleman. The man child is either putting his hands on her, wailing out, cursing her out, calling her out her name and disrespecting her, or cheating on her, and it's an ever going cycle. So it's if that man knew how to communicate, or a lot of times, right, dudes be hurt. They don't even really want to leave the chick, but because they could not show vulnerability
pride though
to their woman, because of what they've been instilled. And they're ashamed to show vulnerability when really all they want to say is, yo, baby, you know what? I love you more than, I don't give a fuck about him or her. I love you so much, like, we're going to work through this. It never gets to that because they're not comfortable or vulnerable enough to show that side of them.
So would you say it's because of their masculinity, though? Because, see, here's the problem that I feel like what's going on, right? No matter what you're looking at, see, what this topic came up because I've always said it's like that same scenario when you got a guy up there saying, like, yo, I fuck bad bitches. That mean that's the dude that ain't got no bitches, right? So when you see that there's an attack on masculinity, it's like, yo, what's really out here, right? So it's like, and then you hear words like alpha male. I'm an alpha male. It's like, dog, if you gotta announce that you're an alpha male, you're not an alpha male, right?
Absolutely.
Because an alpha male would understand that you don't have to.
don't have to announce it.
Yes, you go as soon as you walk in, the
People
presence
already
states
know.
it absolutely, and you just have the knowledge of, you let your presence lead before your mouth.
Okay.
As soon as you walk in the room.
But to me, like, sometimes I look at the scenario and I'm like, to a certain point, yeah, I got to do this live for everybody. But goddamn, I can't even get half of this shit right. I'm learning. But
They must have messed up.
But one of the things that I realize is that when we talk about alpha males, now the question that I got to do, we got 3 males on the cast right now, and then 1 female. I'm gonna ask for us to go down the line, and we're gonna start with Jared. What is your definition of an alpha male?
Let's see. I look at it like this. Alpha males are, you can tell, like, people can tell whether you're alpha male or not. The way you carry yourself. For number one, business-wise, not dependent on anyone to do anything for you. Know how to cook on your own, wash your own clothes. Don't have to pretty much depend on a woman to do anything. That's how I look at it. That's how I'll judge. I get my own money. I don't need anybody to give me any handouts. And that's just handling my business and being responsible. That's how I look at being an alpha male. That's how my mother raised me. Don't depend on no one to do anything for you. Don't ask nobody for shit. Because you can't, maybe some people can't handle the turn off. Well, I can't do this for you. I can't do that for you. So just do it yourself. So that's how I look at it.
Okay.
Being strong and militant.
And you as a woman, right? When you hear the word alpha male,
I never heard this from a woman's point of view. What is an alpha male to a woman?
Because you hear it so much. What is your opinion of what you believe an alpha male is? Because there's so many definitions. Because I know I got my scenario. I got a definition as well.
Okay,
I might be wrong.
So to save my breath real quick, everything that Jay said, because I know him personally for 20-something odd years, probably more than that. So without a doubt, I've always, this is one of my best friends in life. So I've always, gotta strike me down if I'm lying, I've always told him, yo, you're dope. You are not average. You're not the average black man out here. You do your thing. And so everything that he said, and now here's my answer. The true alpha male, honestly, in my opinion, knows, first of all, it's in the Bible, right? A man isn't a man until he's in control of his emotions. So you got men out here who, I'm telling you, I've seen so much. I'm not about to run through the list. If y'all don't know, figure it out. Read a book. Y'all figure it out, right? But when it comes to an alpha male, I believe that, let's just say relationships. Let's say relationships. I believe that the alpha male versus
the simp.
Yeah, the simp, right? The
Goddamn simp.
The omega. We're gonna call him the omega.
That's not powerful. Nah, they simps.
The alpha still come before the omega, right? The alpha before the omega. So
the beginning and the end.
I feel like this. The alpha male, let's say in disagreement, in love and war. I believe that the alpha male is going to first have the mind capacity to understand that they're not trying to scare their woman, that the woman that they are now in disagreement with or in turmoil with is the woman that they love. Because it takes for you to you have to have a really strong mental capacity for no matter what it is, and I'm saying this because I've watched it. I have a lot of alpha males that, you know, I've been brought up around. So let's just say you heard something in the street, or you heard whatever, you saw a text message that didn't seem right, and it shook your heart soul a little bit, shook your heartstrings, and it has you furious. I believe that the alpha male removes himself from the situation, gets his emotions in check, and then comes home to his woman and makes the environment safe enough for her to, and because guess what, that's your baby, right? Hey babe, come sit on my lap because I need to talk to you about something, because like my heart is not right.
So but
because the moment that you lead with, like, I believe that, like, even in love and war, you're still going to treat that woman with love and respect, because you're going to get through it. Because the mindset of the alpha man, I don't want to go to bed with this on my mind.
But the question is still, I mean, I get what you said, but what I really want to know, what is your definition of what an alpha male is?
Yeah, we want adjectives.
Yeah, it's
we want adjectives.
Taking care of business.
Okay.
Right?
When we say take care of business, we got to be elaborate. We got to be elaborate.
Handle his own.
When I say taking care of business,
you gotta understand.
perfect example.
All right, yeah.
I got a lot of Muslim brothers. I got a lot of respect for my Muslim brothers, because, yo, if they don't have their own money in their pocket, they ain't doing well. A Muslim man is not a man if he don't have a way to make his funds, or at least the ones I know. See what I'm saying? I don't know not one Muslim man, and get this, y'all. I don't know a Muslim teenager.
Me neither.
I don't know a
Well,
Muslim
man.
teenager. The ones I know that's walking around here broke. I know Muslim teenagers, 16 years old, with more bank in their pocket than my 36-year-old counterparts, male counterparts, that can't figure it out. You see what I'm saying? And then guess what? Jay, they hustling, Jay. They hustling, Jay. They hustling oil, just like our brothers. And when I say our brothers, please, y'all, understand this. Y'all gonna know this, like today about Panay Black. When I say brothers, my brothers are black, white, yellow, Puerto Rican, brown, whatever the fuck, because I believe in this. I can't see color because of this, right? I can't tell this brother that he ain't a brother, or that he's not my brother, because if we both came out the mud and we both came from the trenches and know what it feels like to, you know, come from the bricks, then his story could be similar to my story, if not even worse. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
See, now the reason why I said I wanted a woman's opinion, because it's a lot of words that are being thrown out, right? And, you know, when I see so many people saying, you know, I'm an alpha, I'm a high level, I'm a high value, right? One of the things that I realize is that, like, my definition of it is high value doesn't always have to mean money.
No.
Like, and when I say that is because you can have a lot of money, right?
Oh, okay, I know how
You can have a lot of money, but at the same time, I ain't shit. I'm a cheater. I don't provide. I'm selfish.
We didn't label ourselves that.
No, I didn't say us.
women
No,
did.
no, 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 no.
The women say
so in that
money,
case,
high value.
In that case, brother, I'll give you what it is. An alpha male is the male that you see in BJ's that's pushing the car and got the baby on his chest too.
Okay,
you see what I'm saying? That's an alpha
that's
male.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
I want, because see,
so when I
one of
say
the things
take
that
care
I'm
of
doing,
business
one
all
of
the
the things
way
that I
around.
want to do is because we're doing a podcast, right? And there's so much bullshit that is being pushed around everywhere. And it's like, oh, I'm an alpha male. I'm an alpha male. I'm telling you, I'm an alpha male because, you know, I take care of my shit. Like, no. Because, see, to me, I've always looked as me, like, I'll say I'm an alpha male, right? But my definition of alpha male was always the way I carried myself. No matter what. You going to know who the fuck I am. You going to know I don't take no shit. And you're going to understand that what I say is what I mean. It's like this, it was a term. You took it right from me.
We came up with that term.
Word is bond. Like, people don't understand what that word means. My word is my bond. My name means something.
Facts.
What I say is what I mean. And I can say this. I don't know about anybody, but most of the people that know me, if I said it, I did it. If I did it, you know it.
It is. Yeah.
And
And
the
if
reality,
I said it, I meant it.
yeah. And so to me, I looked at the alpha male as understanding what my presence was. Understand that even if I wasn't in a position you thought I was, just by the way I carried myself. So we understand that sometimes the alpha male people will say, because you got all the ladies. Nah, that don't make you alpha male.
Definitely don't.
Nah.
What makes
absolutely
grandmother
not.
couch.
To me,
Absolutely not. It makes you kind
Playing
of
video
stupid because a
games.
real man understands that this is going to leave you broke with a whole bunch of problems and not enough mental capacity to do what you got to do. Because you got too
Agreed.
many women to juggle.
Agreed.
Eventually, you got to settle. Like eventually, you got to pick a side.
But that's the younger guys coming
Now-
up. They're like that.
But you got 40-something-year-old dudes still out
No,
here doing
you still
it.
got a lot.
but
You
you know-
still got a lot
You
of
got
lost
50-year-olds
people.
out here still doing it.
That's
So-
because they're not happy.
Doing it. What do you mean by doing it?
They're not happy within themselves.
Doing cheating and
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
look,
yeah,
listen,
yeah, I
listen,
get
because
it.
I'm gonna tell you
They trying
something.
to play
The alpha
they trying to play that young
because
kid.
get this, brother.
All right.
The alpha male is gonna just tell his woman, sweetheart, I'm a polyanthrist, so whatever the hell that is.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what it is
Right,
that I want.
right. I
Whether
want
or not you
multiple
deal with
people,
it,
and whether
needs-
you
listen.
and if you can accept that, we can
You
deal
can
with
accept
each other.
that.
And
But
if
you
you
can't,
can't,
we
then
move.
we move.
But honestly-
That's
That's what a
respectable.
real
That's
alpha
re-
male
but-
does, though.
but-
He gives the woman her option.
Of course.
Don't take away the woman's
Agreed.
option.
But honestly, truthfully,
You're a genius.
Honestly, truthfully, if you have a strong woman, you won't have to deal with none of that. You won't have to
Absolutely.
cheat. If you have a strong
Absolutely.
woman that's business oriented, that knows how to do everything,
I
you don't have
agree.
to deal with that. You don't
I
have to
agree.
deal with you don't have to deal with cheating and being being out there like that.
But yo, and I gotta ask Mitch. So Mitch, you understand what the question was? Like, really, what I asked is basically, what is an alpha male based on your opinion?
Listen, alpha male to me is always going to be a go-getter. Mindset is different as far as the alpha male is concerned compared to a normal person. Mindset of winning, mindset of being the best, not being complacent, mindset of just knowing that, this business needs to be done and you can never settle. Alpha male can never be just content with where I'm in a good place. No, it's something that always can be better.
Yes.
You know? So even if you're in a relationship, I want my wife to be happier. I want my kids to have better education. I want a bigger house. You could be a millionaire. You feel me? So as far as my alpha male's mindset of a winner, that most people, complacency does not exist in my mind to an alpha male. Just be like, I'm good. I'm here where I am, and it is what it is. Society's what is what. That's how I've been. I'm very competitive since I was a kid. Sports, education. I made sure I did this. I went to college. Maybe college might give me extra something, even though college really did nothing for me, right?
Bills,
So
that's
now I'm in sales. I've been in sales for the past 15, 20 years. Very successful in sales, right? For example, and just that competitive atmosphere is when you're an alpha male, a woman would know.
Absolutely.
Based on the simple conversation.
You don't have to announce
Your
it.
don't have
presence,
to
as soon as
announce
you
it.
walk in the
It's a
room without
presence.
your mouth, with
It's
your
your-
mouth closed.
It's your
Just know.
it's your
Your
aura.
aura.
Your aura.
Yeah.
Straight
so,
up. Like,
so you can't lie on general natural confidence. You can't lie on that. You can't fake natural confidence.
It protrudes out of you.
It comes. And that's my definition of alpha male. Just
All right, so basically, it seems like we kind of got the same scenario on what we believe alpha
Kinda.
male is. Now, the next question is interesting.
Okay.
Right now, the reason, like I said, the reason I brought this topic up was, like I said, we're watching. When you watch, you have certain people that got a show that's based on men. It's the man show, and what they do is bring some of the, I hate to say it, some of the worst women on there, and then they show their dominance, so they're showing how much they make, like, and then they say, you're not worth it, you're not worth it, you're not worth it. I'm a high value man, right? Now, this is gonna be a question
Okay.
that we ask the lady.
Okay.
Now, we talked about alpha male, right? You heard the term where everybody's saying high value, men, right? RIP Kevin Samuels, but there were a lot of women that was like, we can't, like they looked like they couldn't wait for that nigga to die.
word.
Like,
They're happy.
take
They was happy.
They
They
was
deserve
happy.
that.
They
I'm
was
like,
happy
They was
as
happy
hell.
Kevin Samuels.
They was happy as
They
hell.
was
when,
happy.
when Kevin Samuels died.
That's true.
So, the question that I have is, being that, like I said, they were talking about high value men, right? And with the high value man thing, as a woman, right? I want to know, truly, with everybody calling themselves this, because this is the era of social media. you can be whatever the fuck
You
want
wanna
to
fucking be.
Yo,
Right.
I literally know people that says, I'm a blogger, I'm a screamer. I'll be like, oh my God, you everything. But at the end of the day, what is your definition, what you believe a high value man actually is?
And also include statistics too, by the way. Because somebody can make $30,000 a year. I'm high value. Why? I got a job.
No, I just want to know.
You know what I mean?
Like when she
Statistics.
hears dudes
Correct.
say, I'm a high value man.
What you expect?
Like, what is it that you see to be a high value man?
Let's go, Panay. Tell her what's up.
I want you to talk that shit. You better talk that shit.
Well, first of
You're
all,
talking for your sisters right now.
First of all, a high value man doesn't have options because a high value man knows that he is not an option. He's not an option. And that, yes, although there's options, he chooses. He chooses what he wants to. Like a high valued man is someone who, again, it's almost hand in hand with the alpha man because a high value man is going to take care of himself. He's going to groom himself. He's going to care about the way he appears. And not just appears, he's going to be, I love to say this, you know how a lot of people walking around with the representatives. You ever heard that? Because I don't give me the representative. Give me the real self. Mm-hmm. Like, don't apologize for your representative. Let me know who you really are, right? They're upfront. They're honest. A high value man, like I said, they don't just stick their dick in anything. A high value man could go. A high value.
Listen, high value man wants to stick his dick in.
No. They could stick their dick in a couple of things, but I know a couple of high value men, right? That it's been some bad women in front of them, and they're like, and they will make a woman with. You know the shit, Jay. You know
I know the
make
shit.
A woman with the bag feel like
you just trying to be funny over here.
Because you walk away because
you're
not interested. Why? Absolutely. Because you're not thirsty.
Yeah.
You are a high value man, and that doesn't mean that every high value man or a low value man is thirsty, right? But the high value man is not because he's first too busy in whatever endeavors that he's doing to be able. Like first of all, that's the man that has to tell you, sweetheart, we can fuck if I'm off, but if I'm working, you might have to call that other nigga.
Agreed.
And guess what? He's going to tell you might have to call that other nigga because he don't trust you as far as he can throw you, and he's going to tell you that.
Agreed.
He's going to tell you that because he's waiting for his high-valued woman, and this is just fact. So it's like, and it's not, and please believe me when I say, get your lick. Do whatever you're going to do. But if you're looking for your high-value man, then shouldn't you be in a place in your life where you're setting yourself to find that high-value man? Mm-hmm. You can't say, I want a high-value man, then this high-value man sees that you want some low-class shit. When you with your friends, you jumping from dick to dick. And I'm not, listen, y'all, if you're single and you're jumping from dick to dick, I ain't judging you, okay? Like, do what you do. Just protect yourself. Yep. Men, same way as the men, too. But if you are looking for your higher-level man, number one, you can't be looking for your higher level man talking about, and you know this about me. You can't be like women are out here saying, he gotta have this. Fuck do you have?
You got
what the fuck? Damn. Like it can't get no. It really can't get no clear. Like what the fuck do you have? And then get this, y'all, because if you don't have to have the bag, you don't have to have finances. But I'm gonna just keep it a buck with y'all. Listen, if y'all ain't a real woman. It's not about the bag. Look, didn't Ben Affleck, I think, left his millionaire wife for a waitress that he fell in love with, right? It was something about that wholesome waitress that the lady with the bag didn't have.
But what they said, though, from what I see a lot of shows, they said that the high value man don't want a woman with it's.
Go ahead, tell me, because you know.
What they said is that a high value man, and what they claim a high value man is basically seem like they only equate it to how much money you make. Right?
Absolutely not.
So what they say is that the high value man, he don't
That's
want
the
that
shallow
woman.
man to me.
Yeah, he don't want the woman that aspiring to do better. He wants the woman that's like, he doesn't care what they make. He doesn't care that they are below whatever. He just wants you to be able to be very submissive, shut the fuck up, and just do what it is that I fucking say because you bring nothing to the table.
What's that song? I wasn't born in 19. Yeah, no, that's that 1970 shit.
I got a question for you. I got a question for you. What's your definition then?
Yeah.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yep. What's my definition
of a high value?
I'm gonna just say this. All right, now before we did this topic, I looked at a lot of shows, right? And it seems like what equated a high value man was money. But what I realize is we're literally on search. We're both searching, men and women. That's why it's almost look like right now, and if you look at society right now, we like at a war with each other. Like, yo, I ain't doing this for her. I'm not doing. But what I feel like is a high value man is a man that knows how to respect his damn woman.
Absolutely.
Because
And
I don't
all
have
women.
to. Yeah, I don't have to make a certain amount of money. But what I have to do is be able. The woman that I deal with needs to feel like. Oh, no, because I'm not dealing with anybody yet. So we'll just say that me going on the market, and I'm going to just keep it on it. Me going out there dating, I have to say, do I have something to bring to the table?
Okay.
That's for one. Okay. I'm going to be able to say that I feel like I have something to bring to the table. And let's keep this one thing real. I ain't going to say it, but I'm going to say it. My dick work. I'm a high value man.
Yeah.
My shit work.
From what I hear, it's very uncommon
from
nowadays.
From what I'm hearing.
From what I hear, it's very uncommon nowadays.
Women, that shit ain't working. There's a lot of men out here that shit
Their
ain't
dicks
working.
broke?
Huh?
The Peter Wheater's broken?
It seems like it.
Yes.
It's like a lot of people
That's the complaint.
taking stuff for it. So I'm gonna equate all that. So what happens is I recognize what goes on. It's like, to me, for me to understand it, is understanding like chess. You know the pieces. You know how everybody's moving. So when I look at myself, I'm like, well, I have shit. Got a decent job. I'm a good person at heart. My shit work. And, if I can appreciate things in a woman, but I can't be talking this shit, but still going to places and meeting boogers and being like, yo, I swear to God, these women ain't shit. Because I went to places where women ain't shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I think that's the
That too.
opinion that a lot of men do and a lot of people on these shows do that talk about, yo, these women ain't shit.
Absolutely.
But you went to the places
Because
where
if you go
people
to
ain't
Brenda,
shit.
I ain't gonna say Brenda's because Brenda's got Brenda's in Jersey City has a lot of wholesome old school women. But let's just say the regular
Ringside.
the candlelight. We'll just
Candlelight,
do
yeah,
the candlelight
candlelight.
on Ocean Avenue, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like if you go to the candlelight, you're gonna get the candlelight. If you go to Ruth Chris, you will get Ruth Chris, right?
Can I
Right.
just can I
Go
just
sit
add
at the
something?
bar at Ruth Chris, you might find something interesting.
Can
Go
I-
sit at the bar at Candlelight, you might find a dust head.
What do you want to add?
Can I just say that, in my opinion, I just feel like that term high value men is a little like feminine.
I think it went
I
by.
think
I
so,
think
too.
suck is actually
It's
created
feminine.
I
that
think it
word.
created that to make them feel like not cool. You know what I mean?
No,
Like,
no.
like,
I'll be honest
I
with you.
sound like
it gave
I
swag
sound like
to successful men.
I sound kind of like a pussy when I say I'm a high value man.
It's almost. It goes back to what I was saying before. Yo, I
It
get
makes-
mad chicks.
It makes
No,
you.
don't.
It makes you sound
don't have to
defensive.
say
It makes you.
I
sound
know I'm sitting in a
defensive.
room of high value men right now. You know why? I don't need to know him more than I do already to know that he's a high value man. The things that y'all can't see that I can see, only a high value man can accomplish that. Only
Yeah.
a high value man
She's
will
about to
wake
get
up
my,
and think
numbers
about.
up.
Only a high value man will wake up and think about the future of his son, the well being, the nature and the nurture in which he's providing for his son. And for y'all that don't know, you need nature and nurture.
Yes.
Nature is not just your mama. Nature is all the people in which that were around you, instilling into you what it is that makes you who you are, your moral motherfucking compass.
Agreed.
And your fucking
Agreed.
nature. I mean, and your nature being your environment.
Damn.
So
I just feel like high value man. Okay, that's the new thing that everybody's saying now.
Yes.
But when I listen, we're men. We're supposed to protect. We're supposed to provide, of course, and we're supposed to just be a certain way. Like I just feel like being considered high value. That term is just aggravates me so much.
Yo, Jared, you gotta understand though, right? You coming from as a defense mechanism versus the new feminine a soldier, army,
Yeah.
a feminist.
Okay.
You feel me? I don't need this. I need that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I guess there's certain men like, yo, listen, how I'm going to defend myself? A reminder of what a high value man is, because.
But you're doing what you're supposed to do.
I agree, but
That's
I'm
what you're supposed
I'm
to do.
talking about
You're supposed to take care of
I'm
your
talking
children.
about
You're
the vast
supposed to take care of your
majority.
household.
No, I'm
This
talking
is
about the
what
vast majority of men. Yeah, what we supposed to do that's normal
This
to
is what we're
us.
supposed to do. This is
it's not
normal.
normal to 80% of the United States. Just because it's normal to us, 80% of the United States have no clue what the hell we doing. They sleeping at home, playing video games, and they grandma my house, can't keep no job.
Oh, I gotta turn my
Want to do
computer on.
stocks? You know, $6 a day.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm a business entrepreneur. Smoke weed but can't eat.
Yeah.
Like that's what you gotta understand.
Yeah.
So I guess from their standpoint, they looking at it like,
I'm like,
well,
yeah, I
I'm
got a
high
definition
value
of a
because
high-value man.
Oh, you better
whatever
get
the case may
definition.
be.
Yeah, I want to know that. I want to know
Google it.
the definition of a
You know
high
what?
taking it to
You know
Google.
what? Because you know something. Because I watched this, I was like, "Who is this Georgia?" Here we go. There's a high value Georgia.
Wait. Hold up for a second before we.
Oh yeah,
You gotta
yeah,
understand.
yeah,
We
yeah.
ain't
so-
copyright.
Oh
We
yeah,
ain't
copyright.
They
Oh
won't
no,
let-
no, no. We ain't not gonna play nothing.
Oh, okay.
So, so I was gonna say, I had to look and see what her name was on Netflix. This series right here on Netflix. This lady Georgina.
Okay.
I can't tell you. Okay, she went from now the people. I love. Shout out to Georgina's haters because y'all cease to exist to her because she can't see y'all. She worked in Versace or Gucci. Okay, she worked in Gucci. Her husband, Cristiano Ronaldo. I think he's a football player, soccer, right?
Yeah.
He met her, fell head over heels with her, right? High value man, got all the money that the world got all the money to buy the world, right? She's happy. She's telling you. She's in this documentary telling you how what brought them together is that they came from nothing. Okay, that high value man see that this he saw the value in her. He saw the moral in her. He saw the struggle in her that he had too. So his high value looked beyond all the superficial shit that was in his face or presented to him, beyond all the women that could have had the bag.
Yeah.
He's got publicists. He's got everybody in his fucking face. He went for the plain Jane, and I'm talking about. There's people that she talks about how people scream "beautiful family."
That's his boo.
Yeah.
That's his baby.
Yeah.
Oh well, no, I know that soccer player.
That's his baby.
Yeah.
And look at the
What is his name?
I forget it.
and her life.
Rich,
when
dumb
I,
rich.
When
Yeah, I know.
it's
He's
just
got that contract.
stupid rich in her life.
Yeah,
Her-
God.
Ronaldo, Cristiano
Ronaldo,
Ronaldo.
Yes, and he basically he goes into his and when they interview him, he's a high value man. Period. He's built himself up to that. The way he carries himself, the way he loves this woman, and now there ain't no scandal out there yet. Trust and believe. If there was one, we would know.
Yep.
So he's taking care of home. We know this. Why? Because it shows all through her.
so
the confidence.
Quick interruption.
You
So does finances make you a high value man?
nope. Because you could build that with your lady. If you got, I
'Cause
truly
so-
believe if you got love, you can build to
I
that.
think that's where the issue is. Now I know
Quick-
you had a question in reference.
Yeah.
So rock that.
Let's just Kanye West, high value, but mentally, what is he? He's not even mentally. He's not there.
I wouldn't consider. Now here's the funny thing.
Mentally, his mentality.
If you would
he's
say
not there.
is would you now the question is based on, and that's why I said one of the problems why I wanted to bring this topic up, because one of the problems is that a lot of the people that's having these discussions, I can probably guarantee you, before they had these platforms, before they were popular, they were geek boys.
Yeah.
Chads, they call them Chads, the one that could never get chicks, the ones that could never get them to look their way.
And when they finally got popular,
Simps.
they got a chance, and they realized that they knew they were suckers, and now they got attention. And now guess what they're saying? Oh, I got money. And you, I don't need that. I need you to bow down to me because you never had it. So me being able to relate to those type of guys, you got the guys that get it and the guys that truly where they came from.
Man.
So a person like
I agree.
Kanye,
He was
now
a-
we talking about
He's a
Kanye,
nerd.
Yeah.
bruh. No matter how much how much shit you talk, we see how you move, and let's be honest, kind of a simp, because the reality you putting your shit out in public, and at the same time you still move like a borderline sucker. So when it's all said and done, the alpha male ain't gonna be doing that. His woman would have already known how
Yeah.
you move and wouldn't even played you like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he putting his
Agreed.
shit on Front Street
Agreed.
himself.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But she would have never. She
That's
would
what
have never played
money
him out.
makes it foggy. Money makes it foggy. That's
So
why
basically,
alpha
that's the
male
only
is
thing he got.
bigger.
That's all he got is
It's a
money.
mentality. It's not just money.
I mean, to me, that's all he got.
So you win the lottery tomorrow.
And the
you
higher,
alpha
and the
man?
higher,
Oh.
but and again, the higher, what is it called?
High
What's this
value.
bullshit called? The high
value.
value.
High value.
The high value man is going to be very assertive of what he puts out there into the public because
Yeah,
it can fuck up your sponsorship and your brands and your money. He's never gonna fuck up
It's
his
almost
money.
like one of those scenarios. Like I hear people talk, and they was like, "Yo, I swear to God, I'll smack the shit out of him if he do this." I was like, "You know me. That idea of smacking the shit out of me doesn't even exist."
right.
So it's almost like you, as a guy, as a man, it's not that you got to be a threatening figure. You just got to know it ain't the fact that she ain't gonna smack you because she fears you. It's the fact that you demanded that respect. And I think sometimes when we think about high value men, or high value men, we look at the respect that we demand. It's just like when you work at a job. You could talk to everybody else like shit, but you know which way you gonna talk to me, even if you are in leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I don't play that shit.
That's me, the alpha chick.
Yeah. And it's like, but because you understand that I'm going to listen to you when I respect your position.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to listen to you. You ain't got to talk to me like a kid. You ain't got to demand shit from me. Cliff, I need this done. No problem. I got you. You only start to feel like you could talk to me a certain way if I present myself a certain way. If I don't present myself a way that I
Agreed.
should be respected.
And if I allow you
Agreed.
to on top of that, because
If
you
I
might
allow you
fuck
to.
up and think that you might have caught me on a bad day, because that's when I'm, excuse me, respectfully, who do you think you're talking to right
See, that's
now?
a major issue in a corporation, that these higher ups, they feel like they could talk to you any type of way.
Yep.
But when you go outside in the street, they don't talk to you like that. They know not to talk to you like that. They feel like because of their position and they part of the higher ups that they can talk to you any type of way. That what makes a lot of people go towards the entrepreneurship way anyway. So, I mean, because a lot of people don't want to take orders and stuff from people, you know?
I mean,
It's not natural. That's why.
I just think sometimes what like I said, one of the main reasons I really wanted to have this topic was just based upon, it seems like there is an attack on masculinity.
Big time.
Now, I don't want to talk about the other subject because we know that's
Oh,
they may cancel this.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's
get
another
canceled.
topic.
You better leave that alone.
But at the end of the day, I want to ask you guys also, do you feel there's an attack on masculinity though?
Hell yeah, with all these fucking rappers.
Absolutely.
Listen, because you know what? It's an attack. All right, this is a whole nother subject. I'm sorry if I am offending you guys, but I really don't care.
Wait, you gotta care.
No, I'm not going to say
All
anything
right,
that's going to
nah,
get
do
us
your
in trouble.
Nah, do your
All right,
thing.
okay, good.
Yeah,
I got
no.
you.
Like, because what I'm gonna say is like fact.
Sorry,
because it's either
guys.
gonna go one way or another. So it's like you could agree with me or you could not agree with me, right? But yo, children are like sponges.
Yes.
I believe that we need to respect the babies and allow them to grow. And cause like allow them to grow and not put so much on them in front of them. And y'all, this has nothing to do with gay men, gay women, none of that, right? I love look, his eyes just getting like, whoa, what the hell is she about to say?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Like I like
Wait, no.
listen,
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
like all I'm saying is that
Oh,
we
God.
have babies that we got kids, y'all, that are taking all of this stuff in right now for real. So it's like everybody, like, whether you were born away, whether you have a choice, right? Listen, I love the way some people say. I know some people that say, I wish that shit was still in the closet. No, hell no. I want everybody to love how they love freely.
Yeah, do what you
right?
want.
Yeah.
You know?
Do what you want to do, but we know that there's agenda out there. There is an agenda out there specifically that is like aimed to literally emasculate our babies and specifically our melanated young boys to a certain degree.
Yeah, look how it is now. Like,
It's like, and I can't, and it's not just them
these
now.
young kids are
It's not
carrying
just
pocket.
them
These young
either.
guys are carrying pocketbooks, yo.
It's big in the Latin community too now.
They carry
Like,
pocketbooks.
and so my thing is this. I love everybody. But when you confuse a child, because it can be confusing, because if you don't Because this is the thing. If they're watching and they're watching,
Media,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, like, yo, you could have a child, like, you can have a child that is like not that isn't aware of anything. They are mimicking everything. And so again, that's why I said it's not about, I don't want anybody to think it's a gay thing, because it's not. It's not just gay. Like, look at Love and Hip Hop. Society is like, it's not just Love and Hip Hop, it's Love and Marriage Huntsville. All of these shows that are out here right now that are meant to shine light on positive, successful black people that are that's what the synopsis says. Yo, but then we turn it on and we ain't seeing nothing but our black men cheating on women.
Yeah.
We seeing I'm so sick of seeing
Ratchet TV.
I'm so sick of seeing women at a fucking phenomenal function with a fucking feng shui, then everything popping, everybody looking beautiful, magnificent. And then y'all are in the green rooms no more than 30 seconds later kicking these women's back in, and y'all know y'all gonna see it. It's like, are y'all doing this for the check? Are y'all doing it for the rating? So again, it's not just one thing.
Check.
Right. And
It's all for the check.
but you understand that I would be that one girl, or like, even if they say like I'm waiting. It's probably gonna be me, because I'm waiting for the one person to go in the green room. You know, when they ask the question and they say, "So what do you think about?" I ain't about to let you set me up like that. Y'all fucked up. I already signed my contract. Y'all can't fire me now.
You know who I agree with. This is how I feel. Mariah Carey, for example, when she was married to Nick Cannon, everybody know Nick Cannon was nowhere near financially stable enough, or even on her level, and he don't mind either. He was like, "Yeah, she got more money than me. I'm with the Queen Mariah."
Don't get it fucked up. He came from a hella
money, but not 300 million at that time.
I didn't know that. I never knew that.
Not as much as her, and what was in the public. And what was
he was
nowhere
himself,
near.
but he come from money.
but not like her though.
Like her.
Yeah.
Her net worth was what, 300
300
million
at that
compared
time.
compared to his little
At that
drumline
time.
money.
At that time.
Okay.
And he's like, when people used to crack jokes on him about, "Oh, we know you got Mariah's money, Nick." He was like, "Yup, I do." He would agree. Like he would.
You take away the energy the energy that they feel like they got against you, and I was like, at the end of the day, you got to live in your own truth.
Yeah.
And I think, and we going back to high value alpha. The thing is, an alpha male don't give a fuck about what somebody
There you
else
go.
do, because
he's
I think we
confident in
spend majority of our time trying to impress other motherfuckers that's even below us, because half the time the people that's talking shit about you is below you.
Facts.
And I don't mean to say below you, but I'm gonna say it, below you.
Facts.
And that's when you start to realize that the shit that was important to you when you were younger, compared to when you start to get older, and you start to realize, like, yo, did I spend majority of my life trying to impress other niggas that didn't have shit?
Facts.
Thought I did.
Because, like, I mean, she said it, I ain't gonna say it, I ain't gonna talk shit about myself or big myself up. But I had to learn, like, I used to buy Timbs if they had a goddamn mark on them. Like, y'all gotta get another pair. I swear to God, I will fuck these Timbs up. I don't give a fuck what they look like.
I'm
Guess
getting there.
As you get older, you mature.
I'm getting home. I got heat. See, that's that gangster shit.
Word.
You got heat.
Yeah, I was the one getting into fights because when you remember Button Check or Saladin? Let me check if your shirt's Saladin.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I was getting into fucking altercations in class because they were like, "Let me check your butt." I'm like, "Get the hell out of here! You ain't checking my butt." And I'll be the one that says, "Hey yo, why you letting him do that though?" Because the only reason they got sneakers every 2 weeks is because they mother rent $90, bro. My mother got a mortgage.
See,
Everybody want to fight. Now everybody want to fight off that
real
fact.
shit. What people don't get in the hood, we are literally in the hood trying to press other niggas in the hood.
Yep.
But what you don't know about the hood, you got Section 8.
Yeah.
The parents paying $90.
Facts.
They hooking their kid up.
And it's
because
nothing
that's
wrong
what's
with it.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it.
But you got to teach your kid
But
how to go outside and be humble, baby.
yeah.
Be humble. That's it.
And look, you do what you need to do, but that's another subject in itself. Because I remember when I was in college, we talked about Section 8 and how it needs to be reformed and all that other shit. But
All of it.
Because you
Jesus.
realize the game with Section 8 is that you can even pass that down to your kids. So you like, nigga, don't strive.
Welfare
You better
too.
not
You
strive.
could pass your food stamps on down. And you know what's funny that you said that, love? Totally different conversation. Absolutely right, because one of my professors wrote the book. She's the author of the book that breaks it down how welfare was designed to keep you under.
Yeah. You make more than this, you
So-
can't qualify.
So when we talk about masculinity, I hate to say it, one thing I'm good at is transitioning a conversation into something that we just did. Because again, masculinity, attack on masculinity, I got to keep my welfare, nigga. Get the fuck out my house. I got to keep this. So all that shit plays a part.
Yo, you know how
all
many,
of it.
You know how many people I know in Jersey City? How many people, like males, that girlfriends and wives kick them out for the smallest things? And plenty of them done reached out to me, Jared, can I stay with you? You know, we go way back. Can I rent a room? Or different things like that in your house? It's crazy, especially during the pandemic. Because, during the pandemic, it was, nobody couldn't go nowhere. Everybody, we stuck in the house. I couldn't go out nowhere, and you couldn't go nowhere and and take a breather from your mate. So a lot of arguments pursued, a lot of domestic violence. A lot of these men didn't have nowhere to go because of these women are kicking them out because they didn't have their own.
Yep. And you never had, you don't even know what that feels like.
No, I don't know what that feels like.
Because you've had your own since high school.
I did.
I remember people were hating on you because you was pulling up.
I did. You're right.
And everybody was walking.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Now,
I can't deal with it.
I would say that.
But it started in your household.
Of course.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think, you know what, and I'm going to say this. My mom is my biggest fan. She sends me clips. She send me a video. She in the house watching it. So, Mom, I thank you for who I actually am, right? But
Big up that black queen.
I would say that some of the things that we have to truly get is that in order for us to call ourselves high value men, in order for us to say who we are as men, we got to actually be deserving of that title. Because one of the issues that I do find is that we say we're this, we say we're that. And we want women to be a certain way based on who we believe we are. And I'm going to say believe because there's a lot of men that's out here believing in high value and they have no fucking idea what it is, right? And then the real question is, do you deserve the woman that you believe you should have because in your mind you believe you are a high value man?
That goes both ways.
No, but I'm just saying, based on a lot of the men who out there is like, because that's what we see. We
I agree.
See that
No, I
on
agree.
TV. I mean,
I agree.
on YouTube. That's the
And it does go both ways, brother, because you know what, you got women that think that just because they got a nanny in between their legs that they're a high value woman. Like, get the fuck out of here. You see how you dog and trample your man? Do you see how you don't lift and instill your man? Listen, I'm the type of girl that's gonna love you. I'm gonna love you back to health. And you ain't even gonna understand it. And like so many people, even my friends, like I got friends, I love in a way that my actions, like I've been in places, and this is with girlfriends, these ain't guys. I pick up a broom and just start sweeping, and my homegirl starts crying. Why are you crying, baby? Because you paying attention to me and nobody is. People be silently fucking dying. But you got all these friends out here. So it's like, it's a lot. High-valued men, high-valued women. Because a high-valued man, it ain't about the money. That's number one. Number two, a high-value man not only loves his woman, but he loves his mother too. A high-value man, a high-value man can have a whole get-together
100%,
and have his 10 sisters, his mama, all 10 of them sisters is going to love that wife. The mama's going to genuinely love that wife. Because in order for him to have been high value, they all instilled everything in that man for him to understand what it is to be a high value man.
But what you're saying basically is that high value man, and it goes back to the alpha. Mm-hmm. It's one who understands how to maneuver his family,
compassionate,
how to be able to because there's sometimes people that get married. Mama don't like the wife,
and they don't know how to. They don't know how to, and they need to be the man and sit at the crown of the table and say, "Listen, you sit here, you sit here. You are this pillar, you are this pillar. We got to come together, or else this is not going to work."
You see situation as to where a man moved to all of a sudden to L.A. from Jersey because the wife wanted.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
hell no.
There you go. They go
not
to
for
simp.
the woman that birthed you.
They go to simp. You know what I mean?
Because I'm that high. I'm that alpha woman. So when I get to where I intend to be with my dreams, right? put my hand in the Hollywood star, y'all. So like, let's just say I'm there, and I just said this because everybody says, I guess based off appearance and people that know me and know my struggle, that's another story, and know what I've been through. They all say what I deserve.
Okay.
But what I deserve is to be able to chase the dream that I wasn't able to chase when I was in a domestic relationship, a domestic violence, a relationship that had domestic violence involved, right? Okay. The goal is to not find a new man, but chase every dream and do what I got to do. So anybody that's trying to fall in line with me, or you trying to fall in love with me, then you see that I'm focused. So you'll let me know how the alpha man's gonna let me know how he feels, and then fall back, because he just needed to put it in my mind so that I don't forget about him. But she got shit to do, so let her do her.
But in a relationship, why can't we both be alpha? You the alpha female, I'm the alpha man.
Absolutely, love bug. No, I think you can. Okay. No, guess what? You can. Tiana Taylor and Iman Shumpert are the epitome of it.
Of both alphas?
Yes. Iman Shumpert is an alpha man.
Why can't we?
I think the Obamas is alpha.
Tiana Taylor, absolutely.
The Obamas is definitely alpha.
You watch the documentary. Right. She been an alpha female, and he's been an alpha male, and they came together and rocked out.
Why can't we compromise?
That's what supposed to compromise. So, That's what a relationship is.
Here's what I always thought, right? Now, I'm going to just be honest. This is my thought. There can't be two alphas. I think there should, because
you be butt heads?
I think there would be butt heads. Because the alpha, if you look at the definition of what an alpha is, the alpha is literally the leader. There can't be two leaders. You can't have two leaders.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
But when one alpha man falls for another alpha woman, though, he fell for her because she was an alpha.
Okay. I think I get
and
what
so
you're saying.
And let me tell you something. This alpha woman understands. Right? Because just because I'm an alpha woman don't mean that I'm submissive when I need to be. Just because I'm an alpha woman doesn't mean that I'm not cooking for my man a 5-course fucking meal that's gonna taste so good that he don't want the next shit.
It's your
so
partner.
What you're basically saying is this.
That's my baby. That's my love.
So,
ain't no alpha when it comes to him. The alpha only comes in when it comes to everybody else outside of us.
So basically what you're saying is, in a relationship, you know to take that title away though.
Nah, because guess what? Because if I'm that girl.
You had to be an alpha when you were by yourself.
Right.
We had this conversation before.
But this is the thing. When my alpha male leaves the home, I gotta be that alpha. I ain't no bitch. So when he's gone, I gotta be able to do everything that my mindset. If somebody comes through my fire escape, I'm ready to jig them. You gotta get shot behind the threshold. You understand where the submissive wife is gonna, I don't know what to do. No, I'm going in attack mode. I'm naturally alpha. I can't turn it off. But for the person that I love, there should be a genuine, it's natural.
I hope people won't get mad, but I'm gonna give you some information what I do. One of my guilty pleasures is watching YouTube and watching animals in Africa. And one of the animals that I love is the lions. And the male lion is the protector. But you know who goes out and bring the food back? The women lions. The female lions, right? Now, I was watching the episode. This was actually yesterday. That motherfucking male lion was acting the fuck up. And they killed his ass. They jumped him and killed him. So the thing why I said something in reference to the female and two alphas, I get that you said that you're the alpha female too. And you said when somebody come in the house, you going yak yak yak. But the reality still is you're maternal.
Right, but meaning, if, let's say I'm in the car with my man and we riding down and we going down the street. And he says to me, "You okay?" And I say yes. And I say something and he say this and he says I have an attitude. I'm naturally gonna be like, "Hey yo, don't assume and make an ass out of yourself because I've never given you an attitude, baby." I'm able enough because in that moment,
I'm gonna rise above you because you're gonna hear what I have to say to you,
What do you
and
mean
I don't have
rise
to
above
raise.
me?
Meaning, you're going to see me. Some people don't. Some men don't see, like because you got alpha women that think that alpha means that I'm gonna raise my voice at you. I'm here. Like I don't. Just like we said, alpha males don't have to make themselves known. You know your alpha woman's gonna come in. It's in your presence. So I can't. Me being an alpha woman, I'm not going to allow you to put that on me. I'm going to need for you to do your better homework in reading me before you say that I have an attitude with you. Because if I tell you that I don't have an attitude with you and you don't take my word for face value, you're going to naturally treat me or react as if now. And if the reaction is not, baby, are you sure you're okay? And loving, because there's really nothing wrong with me. Now you're starting a fight with me. So now the alpha in me, right, is not gonna, I'm gonna have a conversation with you and make you see, baby, do you see where you're wilding? I'm telling you there's nothing wrong with me. And you understand, like it's being able to, a lot of women are scared to even voice, to say what they really feel. That's the alpha in me that's not gonna I'm not the exit. So if I don't get this off my chest and allow you to know what it is that where you fucked up, I'm going to harbor that shit, and it's going to come out in another way that I may not want it to, or me being me, I'm going to hold it. And that's not conducive for me because I'm not going to let it out on you. You see what I'm saying? Because you're not, maybe, and my whole reason for not letting it out is because if I ain't going to let it out, it's probably because you ain't going to understand. And if you ain't going to understand, guess what? That's why he's at where he's at.
So
not existing.
So Mitch, so Money Mitch, what do you think about her statement?
Niggas is gonna peep that from the beginning. The aura you bring from the beginning. They're gonna know what type of time it is. They're not gonna sit there and either like pick fights or say that you're certain, just prejudge how you move and whatever the case may be. They're gonna be more open. But that's something that's realized in the beginning.
You're gonna know your woman.
You're gonna know your woman from the beginning. From
know
conversation,
your woman.
you just can't just be like, I know you gotta, you're not making judgments on behalf of somebody that you rocking with. This is your woman at the end of the day.
Can I just say something? As far as alpha females, there might be a lot of alpha females still in existence. But let's just keep it real.
They ain't got no man.
My grandmother.
That's what
They ain't got no man.
Rest in peace to my mother, my aunts, the elders of the family, the elder women of the family that dealt with, that growing up down south, all type of slavery and dealing with all the oppositions they dealt with prejudices and everything. Those are the alpha females to me that came up during the whole slavery time.
I agree.
Martin Luther King birthday just passed. So, I mean, dealing with all of that, they are the real alpha females. My grandmother, she worked in a warehouse for a certain amount of years until she built herself. She worked at this place called Western Electric, and she built her whole thing from scratch. Bought her first house, bought other properties at a young age, and pretty much brought the family from down south up here. That's an alpha female with no help from a male at all.
Yes.
Your ancestors, you have the females in your family that has been passed.
Yeah.
See, I'm gonna say something, and I think when you were saying what you were saying, I'm gonna just give this one scenario, and I mean, you guys listen to what I'm about to say, and you tell me what you think about it, right? So it seems like women play the role of alpha male, so they can retreat and go away from it. But a man has to continuously always be that role, because I think a woman wants to feel like, do I gotta keep playing this? Because I grew up with a mother only. I can damn sure tell you that she would have preferred to be able to sit the fuck back and just let a motherfucking dude take over. But her circumstances made her be the person. That's why I say, to a certain point, my mom, military was easy for me because of my mother. Mm-hmm. But do you think I think she wanted to raise nothing but boys and do it by herself? She would have loved to give up that position to a man. Mm-hmm. So the fact of the matter is, like you say, your grandmother, your mama, they had to be put in that role because there was nobody else taking that role.
But look how they grew up down south in South Carolina, North Carolina.
But was there a
colored
man?
only bathrooms?
But was
Yeah,
there
let me
a
tell you,
man there to take? Was there a man there to be able to take that role?
But I'm gonna say this. So in my family. So now let's bring it down the road to where Jay's talking about though. They're alphas because now.
No, I'm not saying they weren't.
No, I'm not right. I'm not saying that they aren't. I'm agreeing. They're definitely alphas because now you got my grandmama from the South, right? His grandmother did that. Whereas my grandmother, like my family, I think the lady started having babies around 12 and 13, you know what I'm saying? And now my grandmother just so happened to marry. She had, however, I don't know how many, it's crazy with that situation. Anyways, the person she ended up marrying, right, ended up having a business in Jersey City. And, you know, she was then taken care of. But I wouldn't consider her alpha male. You see what I'm saying? I mean, alpha female. Because she didn't do what his people did. You see what I'm saying? It's like my mother, alpha female, because my mom raised me and my brother. Like my mother was, you know, born in the, first of all, my mother was sacrificed from her family at 15 years old, then brought here and, you know, to the United States to try to, you know, become a citizen and then bring them, only to find out she couldn't because she was adopted. And then her aunt made her a slave. Then she went into the military. Then she had me. Then she was in an abusive relationship. Like my mother, statistic wise, or what the textbook should have said, she should have broke with me and my brother alone and no man in the house. However, she's the same person that told me, baby, you could do it with or without him. And before I had my children, both of them, my children know this. I had a conversation with me, God, and that baby in my stomach, and said, will I be able to look my children in the face and be a whole 100 for them if their father, who I at the time loved more than I love myself, left me or did anything and we ended up not together? Would I be able to look in my children's face and see his face every day and be the best mother that I could be to them? And if the answer was yes, they're here. And they're here. But we got a lot of women I've seen it and it breaks my heart. I've seen women who've had babies and then they tell me, fuck you, I can't stand you. I should have never had you. Hello. My own daddy told me he should have busted a nut on the curve and left me there. Okay.
And you know what? And
so,
I hear what you say. Yo, I agree so much. But this is one thing, because I'm such a spokesperson for women, because I grew up in a household with two women, my mother and my sister. And I just feel like, you might not like what I have to say, but I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna say women are more alpha than males.
Well, I would say,
and I'm gonna be honest with you.
I would say I would agree with that, especially now.
Nowadays, I agree.
Wait,
let me just
can I
From
chime
what I
in
dealt
on what
with
you're saying?
in the West.
But this is why I still differ with you though, baby, because you know what made your mama an alpha, darling? Your mama ain't let nothing come between her and her baby boy.
Absolutely.
And how she raised him.
Absolutely.
And I can promise you, I know your mama, if anybody would have came into that household on Fulton Avenue and thought that they was going to have any type of insight or anything about how you was coming up or how you was supposed to be out here,
absolutely,
she's gonna shut it down because you belong to her and your father is not there and you're not it. See what I'm saying? So that's the alpha male, because the alpha woman, and I am that too, because the alpha woman is good. Listen, my bar is set high. You ain't coming to my house because that's where my kids lay. So if it and in the moment you come to my house, that means you've already met my children. My children approve of you. The alpha woman knows that you can't just bring any random goddamn man into your house. You got to get your children's approval. She understands that your children need to be respected in a way. You have to respect your children first, and in that comes having open understanding, because that's where they're fucking up at to begin with. Because how are you in a relationship and you don't even know that you have to make sure that them little human beings in the house is okay with it? Because I don't understand how you could go to sleep at night and your babies are uncomfortable. You see what I'm saying? So the alpha woman is going to handle her business too. And that means that when you leave that daddy for whatever reason, daddy dead, it ain't no reason that you slip up as a fucking mother.
And the reason
But again, we keep saying, all right, I'm sorry, I get it. But what I seem to keep feeling is that we sometimes say alpha female and we're talking about, or are we talking about maternal, motherly instinct?
Maternal, motherly
because
instinct is
the
a part of it.
reality is that a female, even, and look, like I said, I don't mean to compare females to animals from National Geographic, but they will murder
Any animal.
not-
any animal
but listen,
coming to
even
fuck
a
with
mouse.
But not
Fuck with
everybody.
them.
But not
No,
every.
no, no,
But
don't
not
get me
every
wrong.
woman is
Everybody's-
equipped. No,
yeah,
like, to
circumstances.
answer your question. To answer your question, not every woman is equipped because not every woman. Because you said motherly, right? You said motherly, but the alpha in me though, my baby's like, listen, love, like I speak like my babies know. If I say alis na tayo, you understand? They know. Like my kids is hope. It ain't like I say one word in Tagalog. They know mommy want to get the fuck up out of here right now. That's normally the dad that says one thing, and
But is the dad there though?
when he was,
But there's
he's not in this moment, right? But let's say, you know what? We ain't even gonna do that because
Yeah.
people know me. But when it comes down to I'm telling you, love, you gotta. I get what you're saying, but no, we are different because some women buckle down and cry. Hey yo, statistically, I should have broke. Statistically, I should have broke. And you have women. Yo, it's crazy, love. I sat back. I'm sorry. Yo, y'all, it is what it is, y'all. If y'all know, it is what it is, because it is what it is. I don't care. Like, I made the choice, right? As a mother, I'm going back to school and I'm about to do this because I got to make a change for my children. I made the choice to put my face in the books and do this and do that. Yo, I looked up after 2 years later getting ready to buy graduation dresses, and mothers that I thought were doing what they were supposed to do is full-blown fiends. So she's not an alpha female because the alpha female ain't going to even ingest something. We going to understand that before. I'm not doing those children coming home by all means necessary. Malcolm X, that shit first and foremost. Everything that we do, we lead with them.
And an alpha female ain't gonna just bring any nigga in the house.
And that's
Ever.
what, and that's what I said.
Just
And
any
not
old
only
nigga.
just that, because then when you bring them in the house, yo, you know how many women. I got an open door policy. If you want to come kick it with me, and I tell you that my kids is at my house, you better not one fucking time. I better not see that you look aggravated that my child keeps coming into the room and it's not their bedtime. And guess what? This mama don't have curfew. So if you asked me to come in during my family time with my children, which is all the time because that's family time when we're home, and I allowed you to, yo, it's family time. You ready to rock out, have pillow fight, to do whatever, wherever the wind blows and wherever that takes us. Because my children going to pick up on that. And the moment that my kids pick up that, oh, he mad, what he mad about? It's a problem.
You like, damn.
It's a problem. Because if you love me, more the reason why you should be going extra hard to show me how you going to rock with my kids.
I get it.
Now, everybody, I just got to interrupt the show. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It's actually free. It's free. I'm not asking for $1. Just like, subscribe, and share. So, guys, I wanted to bring up this before we end out the show. I wanted to ask Greasy Mitch or Money Mitch. He's been on this dating app, and he wanted to share something with you guys.
Week three. I think I found a match. Let's see if I meet the criteria.
Tell us what's out here.
And this is what she wants. Her name is C. 22 years old.
Damn.
From Brooklyn, New York.
Damn.
This is the kind of man she needs. First and foremost, she needs a real man.
Damn.
Second, must look good with 4 O's.
Damn.
As fuck with 5 F's.
Damn.
Smiley face, I, smiley face, sad face. That's based on the experience so far. Third, ugly niggas.
Damn.
Stop texting. Red exclamation point. 3 of those. Then the for real. Capital F, capital R, capital F, capital R.
For real.
How am I
For
going
real.
so far?
Good.
We
You're
have
doing
a shot?
great. You're doing great.
Hold on. She has future goals
What are the goals?
What are they?
that she puts the planet Earth next to the future goals. Must have a big dick.
Damn.
And dick is spelled DXXCKK.
Dicks.
With the closed eyes.
Dicks.
Niggas with money only.
Damn.
Niggas. Not real men. Niggas with money.
With money only. Exclamation point again. 3 of those. And a face with smoking. With smoke coming out.
Oh, she's a smoker.
Yes.
She toting.
Also, honestly, if a nigga ain't planning to spend no money on me,
Damn.
there's no reason to text me.
Damn.
Yo, she must be Cubana Lust from back in the day or something. She going hard. Security officer.
Damn.
Make $23 hourly.
Damn.
Smiley face with the money tongue out. She gets the bag in New York City when the average rent is $5,000 a month. She make $23 an hour. What is that?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
She's in the projects. Let's continue. Government assistance.
Oh my God.
College, entrepreneur, bored with life. Hey, do I fit the criteria? From a woman, but she the one? That's wifey?
No.
Give it a whirl. That's the
Brother.
Would you be my wifey? My God.
I think it's safe to say that
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying?
I think it's safe to say that for her, you are the higher.
High value.
You're a high valued man.
Told you what time it was. I make $23
An
$20
hour.
I guess to the bag. Ballers only. I put that on my story, man. It was funny as hell when I heard that today.
Face on it?
No, not that. But
Does she know that there are people making $350 an hour for like a 6-hour shift?
she lives in New York. Who wouldn't?
But $23 an hour in New York.
Yeah.
If you can
Let's
talk
do the
like
math.
that means
No.
she's in the project.
Let's do the math. $23 an hour is around $55,000 a year.
Yes.
58.
Yes.
In New York City, in New Jersey, and anywhere nowadays, 55 grand. You say
It
cha-ching?
ain't shit.
You say cha-ching? Aye.
She living paycheck to paycheck, ain't going nowhere. That's why every nigga that she deal with, every real nigga that she deal with, got had money to spend on her, cause
She do got a fat ass.
she word.
So high value
Damn.
will
You gotta
beat.
spend that bread.
High value will beat. And then 2 months later, I see you again.
Got somebody taking care of her.
Nah. Nah,
If there was somebody taking care of her, she would not be on that live.
wages. She would not put her wages. A woman would not put her wages on there if somebody's taking care of her. They just be bad and be like, "Yo, I want the
She
bag."
messed up by saying
Her wages?
how much an hour
Yeah.
on a dating site.
Yeah, cause all she gonna get is the nigga that's making McDonald's money. Like, oh word, I'm about to
And we
pimp
already know
this
it's a
simp.
lot of people that make nothing. They gonna spend all their money on their shirt,
Dior,
their belt,
Gucci,
get on the post,
Louis.
post up with their boys. Like, yo, what's
Pretend
good,
to love
man?
her a
I
little
got that
bit.
smoke.
I got that za.
It is
I'm
over.
that za. I got that gas
But
in the couch.
guys,
And she said goals. She got goals. What are they?
I'll
The globe.
just like to say this, everybody.
world.
Just to end it out, I appreciate everybody who continues to watch the show. I hope you guys are definitely entertained. I know I'm gonna be editing like a motherfucker, but I like for you guys to understand that we come, all the content creators who constantly put out content is for you guys' entertainment. We definitely appreciate the fact that you continue to watch. you continue to support. But like I always said, definitely hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And before we go out, if anybody got anything left to say, go ahead and say it.
Thank you for having me.
All right.
I would like to say thank you. Definitely, it was an honor to be on your show. And for all of y'all that are watching, please do me a favor. Don't work on a hood time. Like, subscribe. We're gonna do that call to action one more time. Like, subscribe for my man's over here. Like, subscribe. You feel me? And turn your alerts on, right? And most important, yo, before you step outside every day, just ask yourself, do I want to be this lame nigga or do I want to be impregnable? Bet y'all it's probably a few of y'all that don't know what that word means, and it's okay. Do yourself a favor and look that shit up, because I bet you that's what you want to be. And I hope that y'all literally wake up every day with 2023 being, damn, I'd like to be impregnable. So where the fuck do I start? Start there. Deuces.
The day the Geechee is over.
Damn, Day to Geechee. Anything, Mitch?
Money Mitch, you already know. Pleasure having the guest here. Shootdaishh, please subscribe. You'll be very entertained, and a lot more to come. A whole lot more to come. I'm be more destined in this app.
And I think for those who continue to watch live, I think y'all want to see some freak booty shit next. But
Yeah, I
so
agree.
I'd like to just say thank you again, and